This content is brought to you by BEC Financial Technologies, developing and operating IT for Danish banks.
Developers, not monsters. But some of your code smells worse than the ghost nest. All right, Witchers, let's start our quest. All right, Witchers, let's start our wild hunt. The conjunctions of spheres is not over. Angular's realm is shifting. Signals grow stronger, zone fades into legend, and new control flow incantations rise. Witchers, ready your silver swords. Angular future wild hunt is calling. Welcome everyone, my name is Sebastian Gos and I'm development manager at BEC Poland. On the daily basis, I'm also coding that. You can find me at theprotocol.it, and I'm also co-organizer of Angular Warsaw. So if you work with Angular or you would love to work in future or get some insights, I invite you to join us also on the other meetup. Let me tell you a story. Let me tell you a story of Angular's future wild hunt. As mentioned, signals grow stronger. In battle, we field signs, art to shatter, igni to burn. In Angular, new magic emerges, signals. No longer must chase observables through the log, instead signal, computed and effect, power bound directly to our will. There are new signs, Witchers, which you have to learn to handle signals. Start with signal, then computed, then linked signal. Effects will also help us. And resource, which is still experimental for most of the Witchers. In this example, you can see how I'm trying to get rid of some neckers. Let's start. We set three neckers. They appear. Then I can feel my wolf medallion is starting to blink. And then it will blink until we fight them, until they're dead. So we look at the computed, which helps us to indicate whether we are safe or we have to fight. When I strike, we can deduct neckers' lives. And at the end, we can be finally rested. Then, apart from signals, the zone fades into the legend. But be aware, some magic will appear. For years, WarsawJS bound together our async chaos. Yet this old spell weakens. Angular now marches towards a zoneless future, faster, sharper, free of the burden of hidden sorcery. And a new control flow incantations rise. Fresh runes are carved into the fabric of our templates. If, for, switch, no longer crude charms like ngIf. Now, incantations clear and strong. In this example, you can see how I take care of guards in Angular City. You can see that until they calm, I will use my old signs. And if you are interested what's coming in the future of Angular, pick up your phones and scan this code, because that's the place where you will get to know a bit more. Let's take a quick look what's hidden in this black magic book. You can simply see the wild hunt of Angular's future on the roadmap. Then you can explore what's coming, and you should be ready for some experimental features like resource API or HTTP resource to deal with signals. Then, as mentioned, there are some production-ready things which are coming in the newest versions of Angular. Remember that apart from the ones mentioned, there is way much more, like selectorless, like signal forms, which will finally revolutionize the Angular forms. And nothing else but the zoneless is coming. You should also take care of material design, where we will see accessibility coming. And what's more, we will also see some improvements in tooling, which will improve development experience. Worth to mention, you should follow the changes, because there are also some tools which will improve our daily work in the browser. And that's it, dear Witchers. I hope you enjoyed. Any questions?
Do you think that this is good that the zone.js spell is getting quicker and weaker, as you said, and we are transforming to the signals?
I think it depends how old your magic books are. If they exist since the beginning of Angular's conjunctions, you should probably not burn them. But when you start brand new school of Angular, you should not pass with Zone.js.
Are there any elixirs on the Angular meetup?
Oh yes, there are. And believe me, on the next Lightning Talks, we will do some elixirs here on the stage. But let it be the promise, not observable.
I think we are done. I was going to ask if is it true that Witchers eat babies?
Well, only React and Vue.js babies.
Warsaw.